Mayor Swinebourn Junior. Sydney, Australia has its opera house. Rio de Janeiro has its statue, Cristo Redemptor, Christ the Redeemer. New York's Statue of Liberty calls out to the world, "Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to be free." Yet, if you were to ask a typical person from Dipstick, Nebraska, about the great architectural icons of the world's great cities, you might get the following reply.
One of my neighbors had a cow with two tails once. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. The tails would swing up and down, back and forth, like they each had a mind of its own. Yet they'd never tangle. Never, I tell you. It was unbelievable.
You see, Dipstick, Nebraska isn't a place that puts much stock in architectural icons. Surrounding the town are fields with hay bales. Downtown, you'll find the famous discount food store, places to shop like the bargain store, eateries like the combination bank and cafe. Best of all is the shiny 8-stall 4-pump gas station that replaced old Arnie's gas and fish bait pump house. Yet it's not the architecture of Dipstick that feeds the people's pride, it's the people themselves. People like Rachel Wiedmeyer, who is recognized far and wide for making a really great tuna casserole. People never get tired of commenting on the tragedy of her being a housewife. When given her talent for tuna casserole, she could have been a great chef. Time, you see, doesn't stand still. It marches on, bringing changes as it proceeds. That's why great cities like Paris, France, attempt to commemorate great events and fix in time and imagination iconic architectural identifiers for their reason for being. That's also the reason why, in recent years, the people of Dipstick elected Mayor Swinebourn Junior, Mayor Junior as he was affectionately called, to be their mayor.
Of course I voted for Swinebourn,
says former auto parts salesman Peter Jasinski.
He's the son of the original Mayor Swinebourn, who gave our town Dipstick its name. Mayor Junior may be an illegitimate bastard, but he's the spitting image of his dad.
In fact, as Peter Jasinski commented, Mayor Swinebourn Jr. really was illegitimate. He was the son of the original Mayor Swinebourn and Lulu the cleaning lady. When Mayor Swinebourn refused to acknowledge his illegitimate offspring, Lulu moved to Omaha, Nebraska, and started a home cleaning franchise. She married a wealthy attorney, and she provided her son a privileged lifestyle and a good education. When her boy grew up, he began to introduce himself as Mayor Swinebourn Jr., and he even changed his name to Mayor Swinebourn.
Some of us in these parts call Omaha Council Bluffs Sin City,
says Peter Jasinski.
They have a riverboat casino up there. To me, that makes it like Las Vegas, the original Sin City.
So naturally, when Mayor Swinebourn Jr. showed up in Dipstick to run for mayor, there were a lot of vicious rumors about him.
Personally, I think it's the high school girls who start these rumors,
says Peter Jasinski.
But who knows? There's so many gossips in this town. What they were saying was that young Mayor Swinebourn got in trouble with the law in Florida a couple of times, but that his hotshot attorney stepfather got him off. The rumor mill was also saying that he smoked marijuana and snorted cocaine.
Nevertheless, Mayor Swinebourn Jr. won the election in a landslide. People wanted to call him Mayor Swinebourn, but he humbly declined the title.
"I prefer to just be called Mayor Swinebourn,"
he said.
Rumor has it that he used to put booze into his breakfast cereal,
says Peter Jasinski. It was also rumored that he took pictures of his private parts and sent them to a young woman named Ginger, who worked on the Council Bluffs gambling boats and had a lot of tattoos. The details of what happened get very sketchy here, but rumor has it that Ginger encouraged Mayor Swinebourn to take more pictures of himself and to send them to her, and that she tried to blackmail him. Then a reporter came to Dipstick to investigate the situation.
That's when the rumors really started a-going,
says Jasinski.
It wasn't high school kids making things up this time. It was that reporter from Omaha. He got everybody talking. The thing is, though, even though everybody was whispering the story to everybody else, nobody would say anything bad about Mayor Swinebourn to that reporter. They told the reporter that Mayor Swinebourn was a God-fearing man, that he ate meatloaf. They said he visited people in the old folks' home and volunteered to help people with their construction projects. You see, the people of Dipstick are really a private people. Everybody pretty much knows everything about everybody else around here, but we keep it to ourselves. We keep it in the family.
After the reporter left Dipstick and returned to Omaha without a story, there was an attempt to have a recall election. Rachel Wiedmeyer's husband, Harvey Wiedmeyer, put a stop to the recall, however. Harvey owned the only clothing store in Dipstick where a man could buy a silk tie. Harvey's brother, Ralph Wiedmeyer, owned a sandwich shop. His brother, Fred Wiedmeyer, owned Dipstick's finest restaurant. His cousin Frank was a grade school principal. So at least for most people, a pronouncement by Harvey Wiedmeyer carried a lot of weight. Mayor Swinebourn Junior not only survived the scandal, he became a better mayor for it. Like his father before him, Mayor Swinebourn made sure that he was seen everywhere, going to church with his Bible in hand, drinking champagne to celebrate New Year's, drinking green beer on St. Patrick's Day. On the night of Halloween, he would wear a clock face as a mask, exactly the go-getter image that he wanted to present. As for Lulu the cleaning lady, Mayor Swinebourn Jr. would deny to you that she ever existed, as would Mayor Swinebourn's dear mother, who is getting on in years and regularly undergoes cosmetic surgery. She is now a model citizen of Nebraska and of the world. The tattooed lady of Council Bluffs also never existed, but was just a figment of the imagination of some muckraking reporter.
So Paris can have its Eiffel Tower,
says Peter Jasinski.
and South Dakota can have its Mount Rushmore. We, the people of Dipstick, have something that's a lot more better than all that. We have trust in our people. We have a mayor who looks and acts almost exactly like the mayor who gave our little town its name. And if you look real close and are very observant, you might notice that a lot of the people of Dipstick look pretty much alike. There are those who whisper that this has something to do with inbreeding, but we mostly don't talk about it. At least, not out loud anyways.